Turbo diesels. They make enough smoke to fumigate an entire suburb, run out of puff by 4,000 RPM, and sound like the tractors in Bothaville. There's a legion of die-hard turbo diesel racers in South Africa. Most of them race Volkswagen Polos, although the quickest is Eddie Bartlett's Mark 1 Golf. In fact, Eddie's just finished building a Toyota Corolla, turbo diesel of course, but with an 8 HP. Last week I visited my hometown Secunda, and with Sassel 2 and 3 pumping billows of smoke into the sky, I thought of my good friend Boris the Blade.
Owe me $100, Marvel.
No, I don't. I want a bet.
Family man Boris also owns a 30D. But Boris is on his 4th motor, much to my evil amusement. And in Speed and Sound, we almost never feature them. In fact, if my poor memory is correct, this might be the only 30D in the country that might run a 9 by the end of the year. I first met Gordon from BMW Mapping in 2023. He just swapped to an 8 HP after turning several gearboxes into scrap metal. And on top of that, he'd smashed the midweight track record for the fastest diesel over 200 meters. He wanted a feature in the magazine and I said, fine Gordon, run a 10 and you're in. Fast forward to 2025 and Gordon is a ball hair away from running a 9. We met early one cold morning in Boksburg, where he bolted on a set of Hoosiers, gave the car a quick wipe down and got it ready for my camera, and even managed to strap Annie in for a quick ride. Yep, that's his daily driver, a car he uses to fetch groceries, sit in traffic and embarrass supercars down Atlas Road.
How's it? I'm Gordon from BMW Mapping, and this is my E90 330D LCR.
Are you on Facebook saying, finally got my Speed and Sound feature?
Yeah,
Fuck yous.
yeah, I'm just updating my status there. No, it was actually at Midway when I broke the diesel track record there. That was when the car just got the 8-speed swap and I ran a 6.9. You told me that I wouldn't run a 6.9, and then I did. And I told you I would. And then I sent it to you at the end of the day with the trophy, and then you still said, well done, because you said I wouldn't do it. Because I think I was at like 7.3s when we started, 7.3, 7.4s. And then after that, when the 8 HP setup was just done, that was the first time the car was out. We went to Mkuzi and we ran a 10.9, but with fucked injectors. So the car was only making like realistically like 330 kilowatts, and we still ran a 10.9. It's been a childhood dream of mine. Been collecting Speed and Sound since I was about the age of 12, I would say, 12, 13. So I've still got all of the old ones, the Sports Compact in, and all of that, yeah. So I've been following for a very long time. No, there was actually no diesels back in those days. Diesels is like a relatively new thing. I think since maybe like when the Polo TDRs came out, that's when diesels tuning maybe started. So fastest 330D in South Africa, and also fastest rear-wheel drive 330D single turbo in the world, and the highest horsepower in the world. Rear-wheel drive, single turbo.
So what time's there?
10.3 at 2:12. But we've been to Desi when we tried it, well not Desi, Mkuzi when we tried to go break a 9. But there 60 foot winter is good, we're like 0.6 off our 60 foot, but we exited 2:23. So it was nines capable had the 60 foot been there, but it broke on that run. BMW mapping is actually owned by my friend Clive. So he's been established since 2017. 2018 was the first time we put a diesel in the 10s. And then eventually I saved up because I wanted my own one, I wanted to drive my own one, and I wanted to put my own ones in the 10s. And we were chasing the world record since 2018 actually. The world record back then was a 10.79. But we were chasing Unlim Boost. No, I'm lying. Sorry, it was Complete Chip. Complete Chip.
Where they're based?
I think they're in France or Germany, somewhere there. Because there's a world record list actually on Google.
Really?
A 330D world record list, yeah.
So you're top there?
Yeah, I'm a number one. It looks very basic, but it's actually a complex setup. And there is actually a lot more than what you can see. So this is a custom aluminium intake manifold, a 63mm custom boost pipes, obviously our nitrous jets. So it's got a stage 4 hybrid turbocharger from Turbo Systems. It's got a custom-made intake that's been R&D'd by us. It's a 101mm Pro-Ram stack air filter. It's got upgraded injectors. BMW mapping stage 3 high-pressure fuel pump as well. It's got a BMS catch can, which you can't see because everything is nicely tucked away. It's got an Evo 3 Wagner stage 3 cooler.
I can't believe this is a 10-second motor, because it doesn't look like
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on, but there's a lot more that meets the eye. And it's a hybrid. It's not big turbo, it's a stage 4 hybrid. We've got one map, so one map is daily driving, dyno map, race map. Usually it peaks at about 2.9 bar, and then it will hold at like 2.7-ish. But if we go to Durban where we've got air, then we usually boost about 3.2, 3.3. So this I call my panic button, my nitrous button, and then this is for my line lock for doing burnouts. My 8 HP. The best money I've spent on this car has definitely been the gearbox conversion. Yeah, best money I've ever spent. E90s are still very raw. The only thing that lets them down is the gearboxes. So to make the perfect car from the one and the other, it's definitely an E90 with an 8 HP gearbox. It's definitely the game changer. Yes, so this is from Rob Green actually. He brought it in for the orange thing. That orange supercharged E92 M3 that he had when they crashed it from the back. Yeah. But they actually brought in the wrong boot lid for the car. So that's how I acquired it. Yeah, this and the motor is the most expensive part of the car. So we ran a 100 horse shot, and it's on a nitrous progressive controller, just so that I can dial it in for the 60 foots and that, so we can run, let's say if we've got a 100 horse shot, we can run 30 shot for the first 60 foot, and then after that we can ramp it in, so you can build a full graph and everything. This car was originally a 6-speed, so it had a 6 HP 28, that was a race spec built box. I broke 5 of them. 5 of them. So I used to get one built, do 1,000 k's braking mileage, run it once with nitrous, broken. And then eventually I just bit the bullet and did the 8 HP swap. So it's got an 8 HP 70 in it with a CAN TCU controlling the gearbox. Been through 6 motors. It's a lot of things that people don't talk about, but when you're competing at this level, obviously we have to find the limits, and we do push the limits. 3 months ago I had a fully built motor, fully built head. We were busy running the car in, and at 242 kilometers I decided it was going to drop valves. The head was scrapped, built head, built motor. Wow. So this is now the second built motor.
So what does a motor like this cost?
Well, if you're going to go buy a second-hand one from a scrapyard, you're going to probably pay about, for a decent one, 70. And then there's no point just putting it in, so you'd need to refresh the bottom end, so big ends, mains, timing chain, oil pump, all of that, which would probably cost you about another 30, 35. So just to put a stock motor in that's decent is going to cost you about 100 grand. But a built motor like this, I mean, just the head, cams, valves, valve springs, the engineering work was about, I don't want to lie to you, almost 100,000. So then it's got ceramic coated pistons, it's got a portland float head, it's got upgraded valve springs, it's got 2mm oversized valves. And it's been built by Cretec. So in our category, actually there's no 30Ds competing at the moment with us. I don't know. People have tried, and I don't want to sound cocky, but they failed. So we don't compete, we dominate. We like to tune without smoke. A lot of people believe smoke is power. We don't believe so. Burning unnecessary diesel, you're burning diesel that you can't use. So a lot of people think smoke is power, but we believe differently.
So your best is a 10.3.
10.3 at 212.
What are we going to do to run it now?
So this car's getting a parachute, and then
That's going to go slower.
well, it's for braking, it's for safety. It's for safety. Because the upgraded brakes don't suffice when the motor brakes and you can't brake. So the chute is for safety. And when you run nines, you have to have a chute. It's part of the rules, because otherwise they just kick you off the track. And then it's going to get a compound turbo setup.
Is this a dyno thing?
No, it's not a dyno queen. This is a drag queen. Dyno numbers mean nothing if you can't put them down. On Calvin's dyno, which is a very stingy dyno, Tanners Tuning Joburg, we make 475 and 1,270 newtons on the wheels. So Keegan from the mod shop, he does all of my mechanical and makes sure that mechanically the car's in tip-top shape all the time. Clive from BMW mapping to make sure that the tunes are always on point. So he's always out late nights, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, logging the car, tuning it, because it only ever gets street logged and tuned. It doesn't ever see a dyno unless it's for like a dyno day or something like that. Calvin from Tanners Tuning, he's always assisting me with his dyno when I need it. Tech has helped me a lot with the head, and then also Bully Detailing for making sure that the exterior of the car is also always in pristine condition. Beeline Space, so they help me out with a lot of parts when I break things. So they're always my go-to people for parts. With any driver.
Okay, because today's Women's Day. Hey?
Yeah.
You don't want to go there. All right.
Happy Women's Day for today.
Hey, 100%. You're taking me for a drive on Women's Day. Sounds so sweet. Yeah, man. I actually miss having a street car to bully people.
Exactly. So
You know, this is nice to have in the garage when you want to, like, you know,
so
just go pick on a few people.
I normally take out on a Sunday night if I want to go bully people.
Yeah.
Go to the track. So this is mild boost actually.
Yeah. What are you boosting?
2.5. It's like 2.9.
Yo. Smooth.
Yeah. Does your opinion change about a diesel?
No, it has. I always base my opinion on a polo.
On a Polo?
I have. Yeah, just watching them, you know, it's like,
The problem is the Polo TDRs aren't as advanced as the BMW
Yes.
so you can't control the smoke and all of
Yeah.
that stuff as
Yeah.
well as you can do in a BMW. So that was real split.
oh, this is beautiful. Very nice. Wow. This is an absolute pleasure of a car.
Car like this you have to be, because there's so much torque.
Yes.
You've got to, I mean,
But you also, you got good control over it. You know your car, which is nice.
If
To
you put
know.
your foot down in third,
Yeah. Yeah. This is a nice little thing. Really. I'm impressed.
Here she comes.
Now I'm smiling.
Are you?
Now I'm smiling. Do I want one? Yes. Do I want to trade in your Honda for one? Yes.
Okay.